Taurus, welcome back, or if you are new, welcome. This is the Tana Tarot Zodiac Love Reading channel, and Taurus, this is your love reading for the next 7-ish days. We'll let you know today we are doing singles. So I'm going to pull an archetype card, an astrological card, and then a bunch of tarot. We're going to try and figure out who this person is, what they're like, what their energy is, what they're looking for, when you'll meet, where you'll meet, that kind of a thing. We'll try and get as much information as possible about your next relationship. So, as I said, this reading will be good for the next 7-ish days. Unless I tell you, you'll meet them in 2 months, then of course there that goes. And it is timeless. So whether you come across it right after I post it or a year later, there will be a message in here for you. Let us look and see. We're trying to get an idea of your person's energy, something maybe they've gone through recently, so that will help us to know who they are and help us to identify them. Or it could even be like what they do for a living. Ooh, these are so interesting. Monk, nun. Selfless devotion and single-minded dedication to spirit. Okay, so this person that you're going to meet is going to be very spiritual. And I would say that in a former life, they may have been a monk or a nun, and they may have taken vows. Okay, and so you may find that that carries over into this lifetime. You may find that this person likes things very Spartan. So if you go into their apartment or their home, it may be very minimal. Like you won't find a lot of frou-frou or, just tchotchkes or a lot of stuff hanging around. It'll be kind of minimal. I'm sipping on my mineral water so my throat can keep up. You'll find this person very, what's not regimented, but very, like they'll have a morning routine. They'll do the same 5 or 6 things every morning. They'll get up, maybe take the dog for a walk or a quick run. They'll maybe do some meditation, some journaling. They'll be one of those kind of people. I really admire those kind of people. So, I mean, they'll have a very, regimented isn't the word I'm looking for, but a very planned out, gosh, I wish I could think of the word. I'm sorry, you guys. But you know what I mean? They'll have a scheduled, very scheduled life. They'll stick to it. Now, this doesn't mean that they can't have fun, but they definitely have an orderly life. You'll get the vibe. When you meet them, you'll get the vibe. Nothing wrong with that, unless stuff like that really bothers you. I remember I went on a date once, and this guy took me to a movie and talked through the whole movie, which I hate. Please be quiet in the movie. If you want to do a well-placed sarcastic comment or something like that, sure. But, I mean, and it was an action, God, what was it, Red October or something, some submarine movie or something, and talked through the whole thing, and then wanted to go somewhere, and I was like, oh, I just couldn't. And then dropped me off in the front of my house, but opened up his trunk for some reason. And it was so clean and orderly, it just freaked me out. And I don't know why. I don't know if you get it, what I mean, but it was just like too much. Like I thought, this guy is a total control freak. And the vibe I got when he was talking during the movie is that he had to control my experience of viewing the movie. It was weird. So, And it was so clean and neat, that trunk. And that's just kind of a little flash. I thought of that when I was looking at this. But this person will be clean and neat, but I don't think they'll be controlling. I just remembered that. That was years ago. Okay, and then we have the first house. Individuality, self-image, and approach to life. Kind of like I am. So yeah, their self-image is very important to them. That's probably why they run. I just get this feeling they get up, and whether it's with the dog or not, they go out and run and exercise and stuff like that. So their self-image is very important to them. So they'll be very well-groomed, man or woman. You know, you won't really catch them schlepping into 7-Eleven in the morning with, you know, sleep in their eyes, messy hair, and house slippers on. Hee hee. They'll really care, which is good. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more information here. Wow, crazy. You know, it's in other decks too, but the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles are showing up in, like, together, which shows a progression. You know, I have a feeling that your person just may be a little confused or overwhelmed by all the choices in life. I think they want a simple life, Taurus. I really do. I think they want a simple life. I think they want to know what's going on. I don't think they're too... I think they can have fun. I think they're like a fun person, but I don't think they like surprises. I don't think they like to be too spontaneous, because I think that kind of energy is kind of overwhelming for them. I think they kind of like knowing what they're going to do and what's going on. So I think in their dating life here, or in their dating life, you know, from the jump, I think it's been a little bit overwhelming for them. I think they kind of don't want to date. I think they just kind of want to meet someone and settle down. I don't think they're going to really enjoy the whole dating process with multiple people. Even like when they date, they find someone that they really like and they date. I think having to choose places and stuff to go and stuff will be stressful for them. Which I get, you know. I see them dedicated though. I really do. I see them like, damn it, I am going to find the person, come hell or high water. They're really working on trying to meet someone. Man, I tell you what, hello, person. Taurus, I feel your person's pain. You know, especially with the pandemic. What the heck are you supposed to do? And I've seen people have success with dating sites, but I either get the pervs or the ghosters. I just don't even go there anymore. I just totally stopped. I just can't. It's just too crazy. I just, That's the vibe I'm getting from your person, but they're really trying to make an effort to get themselves out there and to meet someone. They really, really, really do want a relationship. They're a relationship person, not necessarily a dating person. I mean, I see when they're with someone, yeah, they'll want to go out, but I'll tell you what, most likely they'll have their favorite restaurant that they prefer to go to, or maybe, you know, a couple, but don't get me wrong, they'll try new things, but they're not going to try new things every weekend, okay? That would just be like too much. And not that they don't enjoy new things. I would say, Taurus, that you may be the one that would need to if you say, hey, there's this new restaurant I want to try, they'd probably be like, oh, cool. They just don't want to have to be the one. If you get my gist. Okay, let's see. What more can we find out about your person? They are really, really, really trying to change. They probably don't understand, why am I so regimented? Why are schedules so important to me? Like if you were to say, hey, let's go to this bed and breakfast for the weekend, they'd probably be like, oh, in their head, they're like, oh, well, I'd miss my run. That means I'd only run 4 miles this week instead of 5, or, stuff like that. That'd be the first thing. But then they'd be like, let's go. Okay. So we have Temperance, the Hermit, and the Two of Swords. So it's so interesting. You're probably going to know more about this person than they know about themselves. Let me tell you, they've really been looking inside, and they're like, why is it such a challenge for me to meet people? Why is it such a challenge for me to try new things? They're almost down on themselves. And I really hate to see that, because it's okay for them to be who they are and how they are. They just need to find the right person. I don't know if this interests you, Taurus, but I have the feeling that it might, because, depending on your other placements, but I think Taurians, you guys are earth signs. I sound like I hear the puppy cry. Oh, okay, I know why they're doing that. You guys probably are into comfort and, that kind of thing as well. And that's what this person is into. Their schedule is comforting for them. This person has felt restricted by their own kind of MO, and they're working on kind of breaking out of that and trying to be more spontaneous, more open. And they really are. They're transmuting themselves. They're changing themselves. Not because they don't like themselves, but because they realize that they do have to make some changes if they want to meet someone and have a good relationship. They're tired of being alone. Okay. So they really are trying to be more open, to be more spontaneous. Because they know that, unless they're into like the garbage man or the UPS man, and they don't even, well, the UPS guy does come up to the door, or woman, they come up to the door, but unless someone's coming to his house, there's very few chances to meet someone if you're kind of a recluse, which I think this person kind of has been a little bit. We have the Page of Swords, the Three of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. This is good. What I see here is, yes, this person is really trying to learn new ways, Taurus, to get out there, to express themselves, to be open. They have been out in the cold and alone too long. They don't want to experience this life anymore. I tell you what, I think the pandemic just really hurt, like they were kind of quiet and introverted and a homebody before, but after the pandemic, it just like really got, bad for them. The cool part is I see that they're really working on it. They're really being honest with themselves about what they're willing to do and changes that they need to make. They know they need to make a couple more changes and be a little bit more outgoing, and they're cool with it. They're still gonna be who they are, but just tweaked a little. And that's what they want. They're not doing it for someone else. It's what they want. Also here, a cool thing is I see them, maybe they work from home, but they're looking for an opportunity to join organizations. I think it has to do with work or organizations, or they might be trying to start something on the side. Whatever it is, they're looking to friends, organizations, maybe they plan on taking some classes, because the Page of Swords is like a student. So I see them trying to become engaged in groups, organizations with other people that will get them out of the house and meeting new people. So you may meet them at work or through work. Maybe you'll be at work and they'll come into your job for a reason. Or maybe when you meet them, they'll be at work. So I think it has something to do with work or an organization that you both belong to, something like that. But honestly, Taurus, I think this person is very sweet. This person is overwhelmed by getting out here and trying to meet people, again, especially through the pandemic. So let's, understand that. But they are making changes, and they really are a relationship person, and they really do want to be in a relationship. So Taurus, I think this is sweet. I hope I didn't scare you away from this person, because I kind of get them. But this is what I have for you. And I think you guys would really make a cute couple. So if this does resonate, please do give me a thumbs up, and please do subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thanks, Taurus. Bye-bye.